it is the 18th of December. It is night time, and I'm only just starting to film now. Now, I haven't actually done a Vlogmas for the last 3 days, and there is a reason. So I mentioned in some of my previous vlogs that Nate has been sick, and he went to the doctor's on Tuesday, and the doctor has requested for him to get further testing. So the last 3 days we have both kind of been not in the right mindset to be doing any vlogging or anything like that. Not that he does anyway, but you know what I mean. So he had a blood test done yesterday, so Thursday, and he's being tested for celiac, IBS, thyroid, full blood workup, so they can test all of the antibody levels, the hemoglobin levels, all of that type of stuff, and he's also being tested for cancer. So as you can imagine, it's been a little bit stressful. I've been trying really hard to be like super supportive and to try and get him to not worry, because he keeps googling things, which is like the worst thing you can do. But I've been trying really hard to get him to not stress about it, not worry about it. So hopefully we find out soon from the blood test results. He does have to have another test done, but we're waiting on the results back from the blood test first, because the other test can cost between $1,500 to $3,000, and $3,000 is not amount of money that you just have lying around to just like be like, yeah, no problem, I'll just pay for that. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of money. Like, so yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what the blood test results come back as, and if the blood test results say anything more about these like conditions and stuff and warrants him to go get the other test, and then we'll do the other test. He will do the other test as well. But yeah, so it's just a little bit crazy, because Christmas is next week. It's less than a week away, and this is kind of not really something you want to hear. So yeah, so that's why I haven't filmed in the last 3 days, but I'm back, and I will show you some things. We'll talk to you about some things, but I first need to pull out 4 days worth of these guys. So as you know now, we've picked out all of the colors in this, and all the rest now are just duplicates, so it doesn't really matter what they come out as now. So I need to pick out the 15th, the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th, which is today, so 4. So I've got the 15th, so it's the dark like forest green, the lighter green, and then like the burgundy. We have this one, which has both of the greens, so the emerald green, like the forest green, the other green, the burgundy, and the white, and it has stellina. Then we have the white and the forest green. And the last one is the white and the burgundy with stellina in it. So that will go into the sock blanket that I'm working on, and I'll show you that as well. So I am currently in the middle of putting one through, but this is what it's looking like so far. I still have not weaved in any of the ends. I'll get to that eventually. But that's what it looks like so far. That's all of the squares that I put in it. I think it looks really good so far. I'm actually really excited with the way that it's coming along. And so I will work on that more tonight and put in more of these because I have the others that I haven't completed yet. So I will work on that, but I did want to show you something really cool that I picked up today. So the first thing I picked up was actually this. So you would have seen in one of my previous videos, it was a vlog but not a Vlogmas video. I did actually have a bigger version of this. I have three actually, bigger versions of this. This is the brand Sistema, and they had these on sale at Coles this week. I think they're 50% off, so I only paid $5 for this, and I love these because they have the little handles here, but they also have these little handles, and this is the perfect size basket for me to put my knitting in and carry it around the house. And it's really cool because when you pop these down, you can leave them in that position, and then you can actually stack baskets on top, or you can lock them back in that position so you can carry it by the handles on the side. So I got that today. I was super excited to actually see that they were 50% off, because it's such a good deal. 50% off, $5 for that is so handy. And I love my three bigger ones that I have. They have come in, it's such handy for my knitting and crocheting and stuff. And then the second thing that I got is actually also Sistema. This was 50% off as well. It's the 1.7 litre storage, and it includes a storage tray. And I paid $2.50 for this because it was 50% off. So if you open it up and take the lid off, it actually has a tray inside. And this is what the tray looks like, which is great. And then obviously you've got the little container. And this just sits inside like so. And I actually got this because I thought this would be really good for when I'm working on my small projects and like all my little bits and pieces that I can keep in there, so like my notions and stuff. But what I'm actually doing is I'm storing like the micro balls in there at the moment. So I still have 3 from earlier in the last week actually, and I'm just putting them in here. And so that's what where I'm keeping them at the moment, and they all fit in there quite nicely. And I also have this one because this one was from when I picked when I finished a book, which was the Highland Rogue. So I picked one for that, and I'm keeping that in there as well. So just like that. And these are all of the leftovers from the micro skeins that I have, and I'm keeping them in just IKEA press seal bag, and then inside the container underneath the little thing. And I'm not chucking out any of the leftovers because I will actually use those in this blanket. So yeah, so that's what I'm currently doing with these. So if you're able to get your hands on these, they are really handy. I recommend like these sorts of little things. They're like such, oh sorry for knocking the tripod, but they're such good little containers to have for like crafting and stuff. So yes, so that's realistically it. I have been reading actually some of the Love Shack by Jane Costello. I still have a fair bit to go. I think it's about 155 pages. I really need to get that done. But I have been reading it, and I still feel like Gemma, our main character, is just so whiny, and like she makes me not enjoy the book as much as I thought I would. But she's so whiny, you guys, so whiny. But oh, excuse me. Oh, Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. But I'm determined to finish that book. So yes, I'm gonna do some more reading of that tonight. I also want to read another story out of this one. Let's see. What's it called? The Moss Rose is the next story, and it's only about, I don't know, 15 pages or so. I have no idea what it's about, but I am enjoying these little short Christmas stories. I think they're really, really, really cute. So yes. So that's kind of really everything that's kind of going on at the moment and that I really wanted to tell you, but I thought it would be kind of fun to answer some Christmas questions. So I have them on my phone, and I thought, yeah, it'd be fun to do that. So let's see. I'm going to go down here with my phone. Why is it? It's going crazy. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I thought it'd be fun to answer some Christmas questions. So I found some on Pinterest. It's called the Christmas 2020 tag, and there is 15 questions. So first question, what is your favorite Christmas movie? For me, I actually have a couple. Like, I don't have one that's my ultimate favorite. But I do have a few. So the first one would be Christmas with the Cranks. I love that movie. I think it's such a funny movie. I watch it all the time. I even watch it like all year long, even when it's not Christmas. I just love the movie so much. I think it's so funny. And then the other movies that I really like, that are my top movies, would be Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3 with Tim Allen in it. I love those. They are just such like fun Christmassy movies, and I think like they're just like, I don't know, they just make you so happy to watch. So those are my favorites. It says number 2, what is your best / favorite Christmas tradition? Well, that's kind of a hard one. I don't really think that Nate and I really have any Christmas traditions, apart from I do my Advent calendar every year. But when I was a child, we don't do this anymore. Like, I don't do this anymore. But when I was a child, we used to have something called a tree present. And so let me think how to explain this. So basically, every year, each Christmas, what would happen is when I was still little, we would split our Christmases between my 2 sets of grandparents, so my mum's parents and then my dad's parents. So we would alternate between the two each year. And so when it was time for my mum's parents, my nan and my pop, to host Christmas, and we'd go to their house, we would, I don't know if this is a British thing or if it's just my family does this, because my mum and her parents are from England. But what we would do is we would, all my family, so like myself, my mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt and uncle, and then my cousins, would all go to my nan and pop's house. We'd all open our presents, and then that would be in the morning around about 10 o'clock, and then throughout the few hours we'd play with all our presents and toys and stuff, and then we would have like little nibblies and snacks and stuff throughout the day. And then we would do Christmas dinner. And then so we would have like our big Christmas dinner, and then after like dinner, we would have what you call a tree present. And so on the Christmas tree there would be little tiny presents and like small presents. So like about the size of my phone and smaller. And each person that was there would have one present each, like person. And so that present would stay on the tree until after dinner, and then after we finished dinner, we would be able to open our true present. So we'd still have like a little present, like, you know, at the end of the night type of thing. So that was kind of, I guess, a tradition with my nan and my pop. But that's really it. Like, we don't really have, I guess, traditions as such. Although Nate and I do watch The Grinch generally around Christmas Eve every year for Christmas, so I guess that's kind of like a tradition. I will start, when we have kids, I will start traditions with our kids though. Okay, so number 3, what is your favourite part of the holiday season? Well, obviously Christmas Day is like my most favourite thing of all. Like, I love Christmas Day. But I think for me, like, the magic of Christmas, I know that probably sounds silly, but it really is for me. Like, I like everything about Christmas. So I love the magic of decorating and like seeing all of the beautiful decorations and everything come to life, like the trees and everything. And I love like the Christmas music. I love singing Christmas songs. And then like all of the Christmas movies, and then the Christmas baking, and just like the whole like lead up to Christmas and like the Advent and you count down, and it's just like, to me, so magical. And then obviously Christmas Day, like just, you know, just spending time with your family or whoever you spend time with, like that is like really my favorite part of Christmas. Number 4, what is the best gift that you've received? That's a tough one because I receive like amazing gifts every year. Oh, it's really hard. I did receive, actually, I have it right here. I can show you. I'll just... Okay, last year, Nate got me this amazing necklace. It's Swarovski, and this is it here. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous seahorse. Absolutely stunning. He got me this last year and it was such a surprise. I love it so much. I don't wear it as much as I should, not because I don't like it, but because I cannot stand anything on my skin when it's hot. Like, I hate stuff on my skin when it's hot. And because it's so humid here in Australia for Christmas and summer, I don't tend to wear it a lot, but I love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, like, I don't know, just like every year he gets me amazing things. So I can't really say that I have like one like amazing present because they're all amazing. But yeah, okay, let's keep going. Number 5, do you have a favorite Christmas memory? There's one that sticks out in my mind actually a lot. So when my sister and I were younger, so she's 4 years younger than I am. So when she would have been about maybe 6, yeah, I'd say she would have been about 6 and I would have been about 10. We lived in a 3-bedroom house, and we actually, for most of our lives, when we were younger, we shared a bedroom. And then the 3rd bedroom was a spare bedroom, so it had my mum's like sewing machine and everything in there. And so on like Christmas Eve, I don't know why this was like so exciting for us, because we already shared a bedroom, but my mum would get the mattresses off of our beds and bring them into the spare bedroom and put them on the floor so that we could sleep in there at on Christmas Eve. And we would be like so excited. And actually, no, I think my sister, I think we were actually younger. I feel like actually, yeah, we were younger. Yeah, I would say probably my sister would have been about 5, so I would have been about 9 then, yeah, around about that. Yeah, and so she'd bring the mattresses into the spare room, and she'd make up all the beds and everything, and we'd go sleep in there. And then we would be so excited, so we'd be like just struggling to go to sleep, and my mum would be like, you know, if you don't go to sleep, Santa's not gonna come. And we would be just so excited, and then we would finally fall asleep, but it would be late. We'd finally fall asleep, and then before my mum and my dad would go to bed, they'd make sure that we were asleep, but we would wake up like so easily and would pretend to be asleep, and my mum would bring our stockings in and put them at the end of our beds, and then they would go to bed, and then me and my sister, if one of us was asleep, the other one would wake the other one up quietly, and then we would like whisper to each other so that we didn't wake up my mom and my dad, because my mom would yell at us to tell us to go back to sleep. And then so we'd be like super quiet, and we'd be whispering to one another, and then we'd be laying on our mattresses and we'd turn around the other way so that we'd be like facing towards the end of the bed, and we'd slowly go to the end of the bed, and we would try and feel in our stockings in the dark to see what it was that we had gotten, but we'd do it super quietly so that like my mum and my dad would wake up, and then we would eventually fall back to sleep, because like, you know, it was still way too early to be up. And then we would wake up like at 5 o'clock in the morning because we were just so excited, and then we'd grab our stockings and we'd race into the bedroom, into mum and dad's bedroom, and we'd, you know, wake them up because we just were so excited. So that's probably the memory that I guess sticks in my mind the most. The next question, number 6, what are your top 3 favorite Christmas songs? Ooh, oh, that's a good question. I really like Let It Snow. Let me look up some names. I'm not good with names. Okay, so I really like Last Christmas. I really don't mind by who. I know that one's been covered like a few times, so Last Christmas. I really enjoy Hallelujah by the Pentatonics. Let's see who else. Santa Baby by Ariana Grande. I think that's... Oh, actually, my very top one is Baby It's Cold Outside. That's it. So yeah, that would be it. But I have a lot more. I just never remember the names of them. So yeah, so that's that one. Okay, number 7. What is your favorite Christmas food / meal? Well, I don't like turkey. Like, I hate turkey with a passion. I also don't eat duck. Duck to me are too beautiful of an animal, or a bird, if you will, to eat. So I don't eat duck, but I do eat chicken. So every year I really look forward to the roast chicken, roast pumpkins, sweet potato, normal potatoes, carrots, and then applesauce and cranberry jam, like, or jelly, whatever you want to call it. And then like the gravy, like that's just what I was brought up with. Oh, and Yorkshire pudding, because Yorkshire pudding is an English thing. and that is like my favorite Christmas things that I really do enjoy looking forward to every Christmas. But I also really enjoy sugar cookies, like if we're gonna go like sweets things, and then rum balls. But I don't actually put rum in mine, and because I'm not really a drinker, so I don't really care for like the rum part of it. But I do make rum balls, so yeah, those. It says number 8. Do you make any specialty food? I really wouldn't say anything that I make a specialty food as such. I guess because I'm Australian, Yorkshire pudding would probably be considered specialty food because it's British. So I guess Yorkshire pudding. Let's see. Number 9. Hang on. Number 9. Colored lights or white lights? I prefer white lights, but not the bright white. I like the warm white lights. I don't really care for colored. I mean, depends on what it is for though. If it's on my Christmas tree, white lights. If it's like Christmas lights that are on your house, then multicolored is awesome. Number 10, have you ever had an advent calendar? Yes, I have one every year, and I have had since I was a little girl. They were always the chocolate ones. This year though is the first year that I've done a yarn advent, and I loved it. And then earlier when I was on the computer, Villeroy and Bosch, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is a company. It's been around for quite some time. I believe it's German. It's either German or French, because it said it was founded in French, but its headquarters are in Germany, so I'm not sure. It's one of the two. I think the two founders are actually German and French, possibly. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was on the Villeroy and Bosch website earlier tonight, and I died and went to heaven. They have the most beautiful advent calendar on there. It is a gorgeous tree. I'm not sure how big it is, but it's like a tree, like a little, ceramic tree. And then it has a little box that has like, it's a wooden box with little tiny wooden drawers for each day leading up for, Christmas. And inside each, sorry guys, the camera cut out. So as I was saying, yeah, it has these beautiful tiny little ornaments that actually hang on the tree. And it's absolutely amazing, and it's one of those pieces that would be a family heirloom that'd be in your family for like the rest of your life type of situation, but it's expensive. It's like $500. They do have it on sale for $400 at the moment, and I am so tempted to get one next year. I don't have that type of money right now, but I know that they often bring those things out every year, so I'm tempted to save up throughout the year and get one for next year, because I do like to buy beautiful quality pieces that are going to be in my family for the rest of my life and hopefully pass down through my children's lives as well. So I would love to get that advent calendar. Moving on, question 11, are you a talented present wrapper? No, I am not. I struggle all the time. I often think I have measured out enough wrapping paper, and then I go to wrap the present and then it's short, and then I have to cut little pieces to fill in. It's like a whole thing. So no, I'm not. Number 12, hot chocolate or apple cider? Well, it really depends. I love hot chocolate. Even though Christmas is in like the blistering heat of summer here in Australia, I still drink hot chocolates. I love apple cider, but I do not like warm or hot apple cider. It has to be chilled apple cider, which I do have, and I love it. On to the next question, number 13. What is your favorite Christmas scent? Ooh, good question. I do like the Christmas tree scents, but they cannot be too strong. If it's too strong of a scent, then I'm just like, I can't do it, else because my allergies it'll set my allergies off really crazy. I love sugar cookie or anything with like that cinnamon and like that spicy sort of like note to it. And like the food type scents that you get at Christmas time, those are my favorite Christmas scents. Number 14, chocolate or fruit candies. Definitely chocolate. We don't really have many fruit candies in Australia, but chocolate, yes, all the way. Let's see. Number 15, which is the last question. Are you doing Vlogmas or Vlogmas this year or both? Yes. Yes, I am doing Vlogmas. Maybe next year I will try and do more Christmassy things in my vlogs. This year just really wasn't something that I could do because I wasn't even sure that I was going to actually do Vlogmas this year. It was just very much a last minute thought that I was going to do this. And I think what I'm going to do is next year I'm going to save money all year long for the Christmas time so that I can do more fun sort of like activities for Vlogmas, and yeah, so that's everything, you guys. Oh my god, so tired. But that's everything. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I know it wasn't the best. I've been trying, like, I did try and get some footage of the Christmas lights tonight because we did look at some Christmas lights, but it was really hard because there was actually like a lot of people walking around the streets, and I didn't want to film them because I don't have the permission to film them. Like, you know, it's not, you know, my up to me whether they want that or not, and so it's a little bit hard sometimes to be able to film. So I am going to try at some point before Christmas to try and get some lights on film for you guys to show you. Christmas lights in Australia though are really not as expensive as they are in places like America, or even, I'm not sure about Canada. I've never actually seen any Christmas lights in Canada, but I'm sure they would be just as amazing as like the ones I've seen in America and also the ones I've seen in England. Australians seem to half-ass everything when it comes to like Christmas. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely people out there that go all out for Christmas, and I appreciate that, I really do, but a lot of us half-ass everything. But yeah, so anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!